We're getting closer to the end of the year, and what does that mean? People are going to start thinking about their New Year's resolutions. December 31st is rolling around, January 1, and they think to themselves, I want to achieve some new goals. Now, personally, I don't love the concept of New Year's resolutions. I think that it's kind of silly. I think the best time to start making change is the present moment. What I see happen when people have New Year's resolutions is they tell themselves, I'm allowed to engage in certain behavior that is not serving me, that is not benefiting me for the next few weeks or the next few months. And then I'm going to torture myself when January 1 comes around and make change. And then you're already telling your nervous system that what's coming up is not going to be good. It's not going to be exciting. And you're basically kind of setting yourself up for failure. Because I think the way to think about behavior change, habit change, goal setting is get excited about it, right? And if you are choosing goals that you are nervous about trying to achieve, that you are dreading trying to engage in, you are probably choosing a goal from a place of punishing yourself, not from a place of self-love. So when you start to think about, what do I want for myself, maybe in the new year, maybe now, ask yourself, why do I want this? And does it align with my values? A lot of people think about habit and behavior change as I am going to punish myself because I do not like this thing about myself. The reality is that you cannot change sustainably and in a healthy way from a place of self-loathing and self-hate. I have tried it for many, many years, and I know many of you have too. It doesn't stick. It doesn't stick because punishing yourself is telling your nervous system that you are not safe, that the situation here is not safe, and it puts yourself in survival mode. And when you put yourself in survival mode, your brain cannot access the resources, executive functioning skills, that it needs in order to make sustainable and effective habit change. So you want to start to think about, what is it that you want for yourself? And let's reframe it as, do I want this from a place of self-love? Do I love myself enough that I want to change something in my life? All of that being said, you do not need to like everything about yourself. In fact, if you liked everything about yourself, you probably would not make any change. It's okay to not like things about yourself. But what you do want to do is get to a place where you respect yourself enough to make decisions out of a place of self-love. So you understand now that we are trying to make decisions not from a place of punishment. So now what? Think about who you want to be. What do you want to achieve? And why? How does it fit into the larger picture of your life? What do you care about? What matters to you? And really get honest with yourself, because a lot of the times we are so bombarded with messages from our family members, from our friends, from our career and work, from society that tells us what we think we should want. And then we try to achieve these things and we're not happy. That's why you see sometimes very wealthy, quote unquote, successful people are not happy, because they beat themselves up into success and they never actually ask themselves, what is it that I want? So when you start to think about your New Year's goals or your goals right now, I want you to really evaluate, what is your why? What is the thing driving you? What is your purpose? What is your passion? And this is a big question for a lot of people. They don't know what they like all the time. And that's okay, because maybe you've spent an entire life conditioned to choose things for other people, to make other people happy. Take some time to explore, what is it that you like? What is it that you want for yourself? And if you don't know, start with the question, what do I not want? That will help you figure out what some of the things you do want are. From here, we're going to start talking more about how to make sustainable habit change long-term, other reasons people start to fail at habit change, what you can do to make sure that you do not fail at habit change, and bulletproof the process. But for now, start to contemplate, what is your why?